What is going on, everybody? I am driving, as we are speaking right now, driving to the airport, flying to Singapore for the week for Token 2049. But I thought I'd get on here and talk to you guys a little bit over the weekend about crypto prices. I will not have a video coming out Monday or Tuesday because by the time you're watching this video, I probably am going to be flying for like 30 straight hours to Singapore. So kind of hard to make content whilst in the sky. But as I'm shooting this, Bitcoin is back up above 110. Bitcoin dominance is still hovering kind of where it was to end the week. I want to tell you guys why I'm just so overly bullish right now, continually about the crypto markets, despite the fact that I have seen bears starting to get a little louder. I've seen people start to worry. As I said in our live stream the other day on Friday, I got a lot of DMs, whether on X or in Discord or, people even just privately reaching out to me that know me, have my number, saying, hey man, are you still bullish? Like, this isn't looking good. I don't understand what's going on. What if we don't get an altcoin season this time? It's not, I think we're gonna crash hard. And I'm gonna tell you guys in this video why I am still so bullish. And you guys can still try to get a hold of me, still ask my question. You might continue to worry yourself. I'm telling you how I feel at the moment, and if it encourages you, good. If it doesn't, well, that's on you. At the end of the day, some people are going to complain about this first fact, but I think it's very bullish. The stock market and the commodity market, and especially I like to think of gold, seeing as that Bitcoin and gold are very similar. Yes, they pulled back down to end the week last week, but they are still rallying uncontrollably and not getting some major sell signals. They're not getting bearish whatsoever. And yet crypto, for the last month and some change, has been sideways, bearish. It's not looking good. Now, the bears are going to use this to say, see, crypto doesn't matter. Crypto is not going to make it. Altcoin season is finished. People don't care about it. The stocks is where it's at. That's more reason to be bullish on crypto. I looked at people saying, look at gold versus Bitcoin. Look at the stock market versus your favorite altcoin. 2025 was way better for stocks and for commodities. I'm like, so you're telling me the top of the bull market was a year where cryptocurrency, the asset class that is probably being talked about the most on shows like CNBC and others, you're saying after a year of it not performing well, we're in a bear market? No. That's not how this will work. The top of the bull market will happen after a major explosion in a risk on asset class like cryptocurrency. If you look at the news right now, the government is still every single day getting more and more favorable with policy about regulation on cryptocurrency. Regulation, it's good right now, but it's not finished, and it keeps getting better and better every single day. But there's still regulation on the table. We won't find out till later this year that could unlock trillions of dollars of institutional money. That's a big reason to be bullish. We're also just now starting rate cuts, but unlike what some bears are going to try to tell you, rate cuts, historically they're lined with crashes in the markets. If you look back at 07 and 01, that is when unemployment and GDP are both performing horribly. Unemployment skyrocketed in 01 and in 07. Not the case right now. In fact, the other day, our jobless claims report came in. Hey, things are not as bad as you think. Also, by the way, GDP and our economy doing better than you would think. Inflation not out of control. The Fed's going to keep cutting rates. And historically, when you look at that low unemployment, low inflation, which is what we're still at, I know some people don't think it is, but it's still low inflation, and rising GDP, and the Fed starts cutting rates, bull markets, risk on assets go to the upside. And that's why you see the stock market and gold continue to climb. But why isn't crypto climbing? Well, it's because as institutions are starting to sink their teeth into it, the manipulation is pretty out of control. 4 years ago, the manipulation in crypto was they hated it and they wanted to suppress it. Now they love it. BlackRock, Fidelity, JP Morgan, I could keep going on, but let's just end right there. These companies love cryptocurrency. They see the future of finance being through the world of blockchain. So what do you do in this manipulation world? 4 years ago, they manipulated to keep it low because they hated it for its competition. Now they love it. They want to make money off of it. So they suppress the price. They control the price. They manipulate the price so that they can get as much as possible before a major run. And they want people like you and me discouraged to not want to buy any of it. They want us to stay away from it. Have you not been paying attention? I talked about this on Friday, but for anyone who didn't watch that, have you not been paying attention to the fact that recently a lot of news has been favorable for liquidity, regulation, and institutions are going pretty berserk creating these treasury companies that will be more favorable and easier for TradFi investors to jump in on rather than going to like a Coinbase or something and buying the crypto straight up. I think it's pretty obvious that rich people and their friends want the price to stay low so they can buy as much as possible before the big explosion in the bull market. Classic manipulation tactics and classic Composite Man tactics is to let one asset class run up, take profit on that asset class, and then go buy the oversold markets. Gold, stock market, yeah, they're continuing to run. But as you hear about every single day, those markets, despite the fact that they keep going to the upside, they are viewed as overbought right now. Eventually, the big boys, the whales, they are going to take profit, and they're going to look for something else until the economy looks to be in trouble. They're going to look for something else to invest in. They look for cheap assets. So all these arguments of, oh, gold and stock market outperformed crypto this year, is that not the greatest reason to believe that that's where the institutions and the whales and the Composite Man are going with their money next? To me, it seems pretty obvious. I am so bullish still on cryptocurrency. And before anyone says, but Tim, you told us Chainlink would go to $300. You told us Bitcoin would go to $230,000. You told us ETH would go to $50. I never said by September of 2025. In fact, anyone who's watched my content, and I realize some of you guys might be watching this, and maybe this is the first time you ever see me because this channel's brand new. If you watch any content from my old channel, I have been saying very clearly, very loudly, the top of the bull market will not come until 2026. I think there's a small chance it runs past then, but all signs right now, in my opinion, kind of point towards mid-year 2026. I have been screaming that from the mountaintops. Wait until 2026. That's when things will get really fun. I know late this year it'll start to rally, but the top won't come to 2026. So don't go in my comments and say, Tim, you said Chainlink to 300, you said Bitcoin over 200,000. I said all of that for 2026. Come to me in the summer of 2026. If we're not rallying like crazy by then, have at me. Tell me I'm wrong, call me a clown. But for now, why don't you guys put two and two together? Why don't you use a little bit of logical thinking and see that this manipulation, while it's boring and frustrating right this second, it is giving us opportunity after opportunity to continue to buy low. Think like the whales. Don't complain about their movements. That's all I have for you guys really in this video. I'm still bullish. I'm not promising this next week's going to explode and new all-time highs this week. It could, for all I know. Again, there's a lot of bottom signals that are popping up. But there could be a couple more weeks of frustrating volatility. Why? Because the whales still want to buy their dips. But there will be a moment soon, next couple of weeks, next couple of months, that you will look back and you will say, oh my God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I held on and I was patient throughout this whole process. You don't have to be. You can sell all of it right now. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. I only tell myself what to do, because that's all I can do. But I'm going to tell you guys what I'm thinking. I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling every single day, and that is something you can take. You can throw it out in the trash can. You can do with it whatever you want. Hey, do me a favor real quick and smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to our brand new channel, Tim Warren Trading. Yes, this is a new channel. Yes, it seems confusing. I explain all of it in the live show on Friday, but what you can do to help right now, smash subscribe. Let's get back up to 60,000 subscribers in the next couple of months. Love you guys.